It's October 30th. The sun set hours ago. It's dark outside, and the house is quiet and dimly lit, except for tiny orange twinkle lights and candles flickering in pretty glass jars. The wind is curling around and through the trees outside. Rain is expected to start rolling in soon. The room smells like sweet cinnamon sugar cookies and pumpkin bread, freshly baked in the kitchen earlier this evening. What a perfect night. All the spooky decorations are hung, the TV glows in the dark room, with the Sanderson sisters softly singing in the background. Faint crackles from the dying fire pop. So cozy. A little black bowl filled with caramel popcorn sits on the table, and a mug full of steaming apple cider is ready for a first sip. We've waited for this feeling all year. Tomorrow, when we wake up, it will be Halloween. Today was spent walking the few short blocks into town for snacks and extra candy. The walk was a little chilly, but beautiful. The trees that lined the streets had orange, red, and amber leaves floating down through the breeze to the ground. Every house on the way to Main Street looked so festive. One house was all witchy. Life-size witches standing in the yard, stirring a cauldron with dry ice billowing out. Pointy witch hats and purple string lights hung from each tree. The next house must have had 100 jack-o'-lanterns on the porch. Real deal home-carved pumpkins. You could even smell fresh pumpkin if the breeze hit just right. In town, the small market was bustling with a few friendly neighbors, excited to get their treats and trimmings for tomorrow's costumes and trick-or-treating. Everyone bundled in their softest, warmest sweaters. Mrs. Marsh, the owner of the market, had on her hand-sewn Halloween vest, full of embroidered ghosts, and it even has skull and pumpkin buttons going down the front. She always displays a 10-foot-tall Halloween tree in the front of the store. The tree towers over with bushy limbs that seem to be made of soft black velvet. A thick, glittering orange ribbon wraps around and spirals down, and then, nestled in, are skeletons, bats, gold shimmering moons, and glow-in-the-dark eyeballs. Every ornament twinkles by the glowing candy corn lights. How marvelous! The coffee shop next door has a large square window with spider web stretched across the corners, and a little fuzzy spider that drops down behind the glass when people walk past. It gets a delightful reaction. A pumpkin spice latte is a must while here. It smells perfectly like fall and tastes like heaven. The pastry case is filled with apple crumble muffins, pumpkin chocolate chip scones, and even ghost-shaped donuts. Who could resist a couple for the walk home? With the toasty warm cup in hand, the wind is starting to pick up a little more, and it's time to head home. Under each step, the leaves are perfectly crunchy, and there's just the faintest whisper of someone's fireplace wafting through the air. The sun is starting to go down. The sky is a soft violet blue, and one by one each house down the sidewalk seems to come alive with lights and decorations. The neighborhood looks like it's covered in orange, green, and purple stardust. Neighbors wave hello as they light their jack-o'-lanterns for the night. Lively, warm candlelight shines through the funny pumpkin faces. There's a sound of soft pitter-patter on the leaves behind. It's the sweet kitty cat that lives next door. Hi, Goblin. How are you this evening? Goblin has sleek black fur, big green eyes, and the sweetest little heart-shaped nose. He loves a scratch behind the ear and to follow people he knows, strutting along behind. Once arriving at his house, he prances up the yard and takes his spot on the stoop so he too can admire all the spooky neighborhood decor. Bye, Goblin. See you tomorrow. Hello, home. Feels good to walk up the driveway. On each side of the front porch are two small trees. Orange glimmering lights fill the treetops, with purple lights wrapped around each trunk. Tiny lanterns with dancing electric flames are nestled in among the branches. The trees seem to twinkle from every angle. The house feels warm and prepared for tomorrow's fun. Two huge bowls are filled to the brim with every imaginable sort of candy, ready for future trick-or-treaters. Everything is put away. Rain has begun trickling down the window panes. The night is settling in. The oversized sofa is draped with a big, soft, black blanket waiting to snuggle. The glow of the TV is comforting, and the voice of Danny saying, "Allison, oh Allison," brings a sleepy little smile. Good night, house. Good night, rain. Good night, town. Only a few short hours till it's the best day of the whole year. Happy Halloween.